Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Welcome back to the reading of the Bible with your brother Nehemiah. I am Israel, a true seeker of Yahweh. Like, share, subscribe, comment. How y'all doing today? Before we get started, y'all already know what we got to do. We're going to have to give all glories, honor, and praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach. We got to thank the Father and the Son, always. Well, man, how everybody's Sabbath was yesterday? Mine was pretty good, pretty good. We had, I had recorded it too. It'll be posted on the page soon. I'll post it today on the page. And it was a wonderful service, a wonderful lesson too. How keeping it. It was about how to keep the Sabbath, But anyway, man, welcome back. We are in Leviticus chapter 21, and that's what we're gonna pick up at. Back in Leviticus chapter 21. Pardon, Salah. So everybody get their King James version out with the Apocrypha and open up to Leviticus chapter 21, where we'll begin. In the book of Leviticus. Okay, let's begin. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, Speak unto the priests, the sons of Aaron, and say unto them, There shall none be defiled for the dead among his people. So now the Lord talking to Moses and telling him to speak to the priests. So the priests is Aaron and Aaron's son, the priest. It said the priests, the sons of Aaron, and say unto them. So he talking to Aaron's sons. Aaron is the high priest. He said, There shall none be defiled for the dead among his people. None be defiled for the dead among his people. This is a precept. It's Leviticus 19, verse 28, and it reads, Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So that's like defiling yourself. So he's telling you don't defile yourself for the dead. Ezekiel 44 and 25, and they shall come at no dead person to defile themselves, but for father, or for mother, or for son, or for daughter, for brother, or for sister, that had no husband, they may defile themselves. So that's in Ezekiel chapter 44, 25, and it said, There shall none, back to Leviticus chapter 21, it said, There shall none be defiled for the dead among his people. Verse 2, But for his kin that is near unto him, what we just read in Ezekiel, that is for his mother, and for his father, and for his son, and for his daughter, and for his brethren, and for his sister, a virgin that is nigh unto him, which had no husband, for her may he be defiled. You only can be defiled. It said defiled for your closest kin, and defiled them, render impure, unclean, or to tame. Their scarred altar was defiled by the invader, violated the sanctuary or honor of something. So that's what they did. You can't you violate the sanctuary. You can't defile yourself for the dead. He felt his reputation was defiled by the false accusation. Verb past particle of defile. Okay, in biblical context, to be defiled is to become ceremonially unclean or morally corrupted, rendering one unfit for fellowship with a holy God or participation in the life of the covenant community. So you can't defile yourself morally corrupted, meaning that's going morally corrupted is that's like what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for. That's like you commit wickedness. You want to be a sinful person. So it said, but this, and for his sister, a virgin. She had to be a virgin that is not unto him, which had no husband. She can't have no husband. For her may he be defiled. So he can be defiled for his closest kin. These the priests, what we talking about. These the priests. But he shall, verse 4, but he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people, to profane himself. Being a chief man mean a master or a husband. He can't defile himself. Verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head. It's talking about the priests. Because you know, the Lord spoke to Moses and told Moses, speaking to Aaron's son. These are the priests we talking about. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beards, nor make any cutting in their flesh. And that's I'm gonna get a couple precepts. Leviticus 19:27. Ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall thou mark the corners of thy beard. Deuteronomy 14:1. Deuteronomy 14:1. Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourself, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. This is a good one. Ezekiel 44:20. Neither shall they shave their head, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only hold their head. Priests. Back to Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5 again. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beards, nor make any cutting in their flesh. Verse 6, they shall be holy unto their God, and not profane the name of their God. for the offering of the Lord made by fire, and the bread of their God they do offer. Therefore they shall be holy. So he telling them they shall be holy unto their God. And we already know what holy is. It's separate. They set apart. Exodus chapter 22 verse 31. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to dogs. That bear the vessel of the Lord, they shall be holy. That means the priests them shall be holy. Set apart, they can't bear the vessel of the Lord. That bear the vessel of the Lord. Let's continue. Verse 7. They shall not take a wife that is a whore, or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God. They shall not take a wife as a whore, so they can't go get no prostitute or woman that been out there whoring around. This is for the priests. They can't do that. And it say, or profane. Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband. A woman that divorces her husband, that he put it away, he gave her some divorce papers, they can't marry that. For he is holy unto his God. Verse 8. Thou shalt sanctify him, therefore, for he offered the bread of thy God. He shall be holy unto thee, for I, the Lord, which sanctified you, I am holy. So thou shalt sanctify, meaning thou set him apart. He's set apart because he holy. Holy means set apart. So he sanctified him and made him holy. So he set him apart. He cannot be with no whore. He cannot be with a divorcee. Because why? For he offered the bread of thy God. What's the bread of thy God? Let's go back up to verse 6. It say, and the bread of their God they do offer. The bread of their God. Leviticus chapter 3 verse 11. And the priest shall burn it upon the altar. It is the food of the offering made by fire unto the Lord. That's the bread of our God. It is the food of the offering made by fire unto the Lord. So thou shalt sanctify, verse 8 again in Leviticus 21. Thou shalt sanctify him, therefore, for he offered the bread of thy God. What we just read in Leviticus chapter 3. He shall be holy, meaning set apart unto thee, unto the Lord. For I, the Lord, which sanctify you. He sanctified you, all us, even the priest. I am holy. So we are set apart. Verse 9. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaned her father. She shall be burnt with fire. And the daughter of any priest. See, I told we were talking about the priest. This Leviticus 21 is breaking down who all want to be a preacher, a priest, who want to call themselves in that category. See, I don't call myself that. I only call myself a teacher. I'm a what's the word? Evangelist. Cause what he said, he gave preachers, he gave teachers, he gave evangelists. I'm just a person excited that I found the word and want to share it with my folks, want to share it with my family. So all y'all that want to be preachers, I need to say that. I don't know. It's like. But all y'all that want to be preachers and all that high step thing, this the laws for y'all. See, we have 613, 15 laws. So, but they not just every law just for all of you. You have law for the women, law for the men, law for the priests, law for the whole congregation. You have that. And these are, we read in Leviticus 21 for the laws of the priest. He say, and the daughter of any priest, verse 9. So that means any priest, preacher, teaching out there in that Sunday school church, all that. Any daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing their whore, and she out there whoring around. What he said, what he tell the women said, he said, don't prostitute thy daughter out. You prostitute your daughter out like a whore. The things that you allow her to wear, the little shorts are, oh, that's cute. But you profaning yourself. So the priest, if his daughter dealing with that, it say, she profaned her father. She shall be burnt with fire. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 21. Precept for burnt. Then they shall bring out the dasma. The dasma is the girl, it's the woman. That's the dasma. To the door of her father's house. And the men of her city shall stone her with stone, that she die, because she had wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house. So shalt thou put evil away from among you. Now, them the things that we was going through. Them the things that we was doing before the Messiah came and sacrificed his life for our sin. See, these are the sins that we would commit, and we still do, as of the day, commit these same sins. You had a priest's daughter out there playing them to be the biggest. They say the preacher daughter be the biggest. I'm trying to find a proper word because our kids be watching a lot too. But be the biggest thing to go out there to be flirting around. So they put her to death. That's what burnt means. They gonna take her out there and stone her. Or burn her with the fire, what it said. She shall be burnt with fire. Verse 10. And he that is the high priest among his brethren, upon whose head the anointed oil was poured, and that is considerate to put on the garment, shall not uncover his head nor rend his clothes. He say, and he that is the high priest of the high priest of the whoring daughter among his brethren, upon whose head the anointed oil was poured. Remember what the anointed oil from Leviticus chapter 8, verse 12. And he poured of the anointed oil upon Aaron's head. See, Aaron was the high priest. And now Aaron is the high priest. And anointed him to sanctify him, to set him apart. And this is what we're talking about. He say, and he that, verse 10 again, and he that is the high priest, that's Aaron, among his brethren, upon whose head the anointed oil was poured. Who Moses poured the anointed oil on? Aaron's head. So he's the high priest. And that is considerated. I gotta make sure I'm saying the word right. I forgot they showing it like this. Oh, okay, here it is.
Consecrated.
Let's do it again.
Consecrated.
Consecrated. That's the word. Consecrated, meaning having been made or declared sacred, dedicated formally to a religious or divine purpose. The second definition, devoted exclusively to a particular purpose or person. Then they got another one, to make a declare something scarred. Now in the biblical meaning, consecration is the act of setting apart, holy, sanctified, setting apart a person, object, or place up for exclusive service and devotion to God, rendering it holy and set apart from common use. And that's what consecrate means. To put on the garment, he said, the head upon whose head the anointed oil was poured, and that is consecrated to put on the garments. And you know what the garment was? Shell and mourning, uncovering his head. Not uncover his head. He shall not uncover his head. Precept, Leviticus chapter 10, verse 6. And Moses said unto Aaron, and unto Eleazar, and unto Ithamar, his son, uncover not your head, neither rend your clothes, lest ye die, and lest wrath come upon all the people. But let your brethren, the whole house of Israel, bewail the burning which the Lord had kindled. That was Leviticus chapter 10, verse 6. Letting them know that they cannot, the high priest cannot uncover his head nor rend his clothes. Verse 11. Neither shall he go in to any dead body, nor defile himself for his father or for his mother. Neither shall he go in to any dead body. Why? Precept for going in, meaning Numbers chapter 19, verse 14. This is the law. When a man died in a tent, all that come into the tent and all that is in the tent shall be unclean 7 days. So that's why he said, neither shall he go in to any dead body, nor defile himself for his father or for his mother. This is the high priest. So he cannot defile himself by going into the dead body. That'll be anybody. That'll be unclean for 7 days. Verse 12. Neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of his God. For the crown of the anointed oil of his God is upon him. I am the Lord. And what's the crown? The consecration. The consideration. Let's pronounce this word again. Hold on. Now the holy crown what he puts upon his head, Exodus chapter 29, verse 6. And thou shalt put the mitre upon his head, and put the holy crown upon the mitre. Then, Exodus 29 and 7. Then shalt thou take the anointed oil and pour it upon his head and anoint him. That's the crown. That's what he put. That's why he cannot neither shall he go out the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of his God. This the high priest. Verse 13. And he, Salak, and he shall take a wife in her virginity. Okay. Virginity is the state or condition of being a virgin, never having had sexual intercourse. She chooses to wait until married to choose her virginity. The second one, a state of innocent purity or lack of previous experience in a particular individual. The team tried to maintain their competitive virginity by avoiding legal play until the championship. That's the second one. In biblical meaning, in the Bible, virginity is consistently associated with physical purity, honor, and a covenantal preparation for marriage. In the Hebrew Bible, the word Bethlehem, Strong's number H1331, referred to the state of being a virgin. It is deeply tied to a social and legal custom of ancient Israel, where a woman premarital purity was a signified factor in family honor and marriage contract. So it means that she can be a virgin, ain't never had sex, and she can be a person who ain't never been married, fisted to get married. It say in the New Testament, the Greek word, see, that's when you use the Old Testament was in Hebrew. In the New Testament, it's telling you in Greek. This is how you find out what these words mean. It say in the New Testament, the Greek word parthena highlights the vital celibacy or spiritual purity. While the physical state is often noted, the scripture places an even higher premium on the virginity of the heart, a singular devoted focus on God and exemplified by the parable of the 10 virgins. Theologically, virginate is honored as a form of total dedication. In the context of the church, the virgin is often used as a metaphor for the faithful bride of Christ, who is called to remain unpolluted by the idols and sins of the world. That's what it do in Greek. So in verse 13 again, and he shall take a wife in her virginity. In virginity meaning a widow, meaning he should take him a wife, a virgin. Verse 14. A widow or a divorced woman or profane or an harlot, these shall he not take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife. Of his own people. This is for our priests. High priest, when they become the high priest, this is what he's telling the sons of Aaron, because Aaron already know, because Aaron is the high priest. He telling this to the son. Remember when we started at the beginning, he said tell this to Aaron, the sons of Aaron, because they gonna be coming to high priest soon. So this is what they can't do, and this is what they have to do. This the law, the commandment. Verse 15, neither shall he profane his seed among his people, for I, the Lord, do sanctify him. Profane his seed. Let's get the definition of profane first. Okay, profane in the dictionary is an adjective related or devoted to that which is not scarred or biblical, secularly, rather than religious. Y'all bear me saying these words. That's why y'all do it for yourself. Look it up for yourself. The second definition is characterized by irreversing or contempt for God or scarred principle. Now the verb one, to treat something scarred with irreversing or disrespect. Reverencing. That's the word. Biblical meaning. In a Bible context, to profane means to treat something holy, common, or belonging to God as if it were ordinary, mundane, or impure. Meaning that it was nothing. It was like it was nothing. The concept is rooted in the distinction between the holy, set apart for God, and the common, profane. To profane something is to erase that boundary, violate the sanctuary of God present, object or name. To pollute it, to dishonor, to profane it. Neither shall, verse 15 again, neither shall he profane his seed. So he should not profane his seed, diluted it, among his people, for I am the Lord that do sanctify him. Verse 16, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron, saying, now this is to Aaron, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generation that had any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his God. That have any blemish, any defect. Blemish. A small mark or flaw that spoiled the appearance of something. A more defect or fault, to spoil the appearance or quality of something. Biblical meaning. In a biblical context, a blemish signifies an imperfection that render a person or animal unfit for God's service or sacrifice. So, speaking to Aaron, verse 17, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generation that had any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his God. Verse 18, for whatsoever man he be that had a blemish, he shall not approach. A blind man, or a lame man, or he that had a flat nose, or anything superfluous. Now we know it can't be blemished, superfluous. Let's see. So, superfluous, let's get the definition. Superfluous. Let me see.
Superfluous.
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 Superfluous. unnecessary, especially through being more than enough, exceeding what is sufficient or require extra. Biblical meaning. In a biblical context, the concept of being superfluous or excessive is often associated with pride, greed, or a frugality of human effort apart from God's provision. So it means with too much pride. So it's a, for whatsoever man he be that had a blemish, he shall not approach a blind man or a lame, or he that had a flat nose, or anything superfluous. Verse 19, or a man that is broken-footed or broken-handed. Verse 20, or crook-backed, or a dwarf, or that had a blemish in his eye, or be scarred or scaled, or had his stone broken. Verse 21, no man that had a blemish of the seed of Aaron the priest shall come nigh to offer the offering of the Lord made by fire. He had a blemish, he shall not come nigh to offer the bread of his God. So of Aaron the high priest, can no man ill come and offer the bread of the Lord, of his God. He cannot do it. That up under the high priest. Verse 22, he shall eat the bread of his God, both of the most holy and of the holy. He shall eat the bread of his God. Verse 23, only he shall not go in. He shall not go in unto the veil, nor come nigh unto the altar, because he had a blemish, that he profane not my sanctuary, for I the Lord do sanctify them. He's not putting them out. They can eat the bread, but he just cannot, they cannot come into the vein near to, meaning near unto the veil. And what's the veil? Leviticus 16:2. And the Lord said unto Moses, speak unto Aaron thy brother, that he come not at all times into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat. The holy place is the veil, which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. So he cannot profane that. They cannot profane the sanctuary. He's not kicking them out. He's not. Verse 24. And Moses told it unto Aaron and to his sons and unto all the children of Israel. It's like, so Moses told it to Aaron and the son and to all the children of Israel. Well, that was the end of Leviticus chapter 21. And we will pick up back soon and do Leviticus chapter 22. But not today. With all that being said, man, y'all just go back over and read. Take your time and study. Look definition of the words up that you don't understand. Even show you the thing on there how they'll pronounce the word for you, because I do be needing that. But we have to stay close to the Lord, man. We in the end days. We're going to close out. The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 9. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. That being said, Israel, man, y'all stay close to God, man. Pray, endure, Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Walk in the ways of the Messiah. Without that, without them, we got nothing. And getting to the end. All praise to your house. Kwame Yasharala, family. Y'all stay blessed.